Top and bottom dog. I don't know why I did that, but I did. And while I could re-record, I won't. Because it's Sunday and June. And this is the start of a new pod. It's still under the top and bottom talk umbrella that everyone knows and loves. I decided to go back to music because we're still going to do movies. Don't worry, 99 is coming up. Everyone relax. This one is going to be very similar to the movie one because I enjoy the movie one. And we're going to do that with music. We're also going to start at 1990 because the 80s was just not my thing. But we're going to break down music years. And I've already done a few of these bad boys, or at least, done the research. Bunny quotes. And yeah, I think it should be fun. Maybe for me. Probably not for the bulk of listeners. But I'm going to try not to do too much singing. I didn't really get a lot of feedback, but I lost some friends along the way. So, but who knows? You can always make new ones, right? Friends are like buttholes. That can't be right. So yeah, we're going to just kick the damn thing off. I'm calling it Listening Party. So, this will be Listening Party 1990 and action. I'm going to go over my top. This is a little different than the movies. We did top 10. Oh, you know what? Let me get some stuff out of the way as well. So I did top 15. The reason I did 15, for one, there's more good albums made than movies made. Also, Instagram lets me post 15 things, like 15 photos, so I can do 15 album covers. What else? Were those the only two reasons? I think that's it. It does get really difficult. 1990 wasn't like my year, but I can tell you there was some serious anguish going on. I'm in I think 94 is where I'm at on research, and it's killing me. But one, just because I'm a dirty little hipster, and I have to get this out. So, I say get it out. Just, we'll preface it with this. So, I used to use Apple Music, iTunes, whatever, and it was really easy to sort all my albums by year, by artist, by whatever. It doesn't matter. By time. I use Spotify now, and I can't sort by year, so I have to just use different things, what were the best albums of that year, and it's a little time consuming if I'm being completely honest. But I do it in bed at night, so it's not a huge deal. But I know I'm missing out on some. So if I do, and I will, I'm sorry. It's just, especially in the earlier 90s years, I just don't know. And a lot of my stuff that I really like are underground indie things that are probably not going to pop up on too many best album lists. So, I'm using a website called Album of the Year that back in my music days, I really used to go on that and look for new stuff coming out. And it's kind of like a compilation of a lot of different review sites. Handy little thing. I also used to use AllMusic, and that is exhausting. But it's really cool if you're trying to find artists and then what they listen to and what's similar and blah, 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 blah. So I just wanted you to know, you, the listener, that, yeah, I'm probably going to miss some. These are going to be, I would say, more of the larger albums. And also, there's going to be some I just don't talk about because there's certain things I don't like. So probably some of the big pop albums are not going to be discussed. I'm sorry. Not really. I am sorry that I said it like that. So let's get cranking. For 1990, number 50. Oh, so I'm going to do my top 15 albums, and I've got some categories, and that's it. Should be nice, short, and sweet. So number 15 for me is Alice in Chains' Facelift. Honestly, not my favorite Alice in Chains album, but 1990 was a little rough for me, trying to find things that I actually like and enjoy. I just couldn't really, I don't have a ton of memories. My friend Ray used to really like this album, I believe. I know Man in the Box is probably the best or the biggest song on that album. And yeah, but Alice in Chains, one of the best grunge bands, or whatever you want to call them, grunge metal 90s bands. Lane Staley, R.I.P., lead singer, super powerful voice. I don't remember the guitarist's name, but really cool band. Like, just seem like nice guys. My favorite album of theirs will come up. I honestly don't know which. I think it's their self-titled album. Pretty sure it's my favorite of theirs, but solid band. I would not recommend starting with this album. I really wouldn't even recommend listening to it, but 15 was tough. 1990 was tough. Number 14, Mark Lanegan. Album is called The Winding Sheet. Mark Lanegan, hey, another Seattle guy, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive, is from Screaming Trees, and he's just got a dandy of a voice. He ends up becoming, he still makes music today, and I want to say he was guest singer on some Queens of the Stone Age albums later on, and obviously he did Screaming Trees, but just like such a cool voice. Oh, I don't know any of these songs. I don't even know if I've really listened to this album a lot, but just him singing and a guitar, I think mostly an acoustic guitar, is tough to beat. Like, I shouldn't say tough to beat. It's always going to work. So, yeah, I was going to sing one of his songs, but I think it's a Screaming Tree song. Moving on. Number 13, The Flaming Lips. An album is In a Priest-Driven Ambulance. Favorite songs on this one, I wrote down Rain and Babies, Five Stop, Mother Superior Rain, There You Are. This was probably heavily influenced by drugs. I would say their later stuff more. They're still kind of a little crazy and weird. And just, they do like feedback with their guitars, which I've just never been a fan of. Solid album. I would say underrated Flaming Lips album. Made it to number 13. Impressive. But like, it's got some good tunes. And yeah, I like their softer side a lot more. Also, I'm older now. So yeah, I still listen to some heavy stuff, but I would say some of the difficult listening that I used to, good Lord, I don't know why. I used to be into just like, oh, that's challenging to my ears. Let me give that a spin. I don't do that as much. Now I just like soft, silly music. Number 12 is Ride. The album is Nowhere. I think this has a pretty cool cover. This is one where I got their greatest hits before I really listened to any of their albums. And I still don't really listen to any of their albums. They're a British band, and I was definitely not listening to them when I was 8 years old at this point. So I was nowhere. I wasn't really listening to music except for, it's Sunday, so I'm gonna yawn. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, pick my nose. That was maybe the worst fake song title I could have come up with. So yeah. It's like a conversation. You're like, so yeah, what were you saying? 2 tracks on this. Really, there's one that's just got a guitar part that will melt faces. They're kind of like I'm going to say a dream pop, but I think that's probably not accurate. More like not quite prog. I don't know why don't we see how they're labeled? Ride, band, genre. Let's see what Google says. Shoegaze, that's what I was going for. Shoegaze and alternative rock. But the song Dreams Burn Down, it has a guitar part in it. It comes up like 3 or 4 times in the song, and it's just one of those, if you remember the Maxell tapes of the guy sitting in the chair and then like the music blasting his hair back, if you need a visual, that's what that guitar would do. All right, moving on. Moving on. And it'll be clear why I said it like that in just a minute. And we're back. Number 11 is Garth Brooks. Album is No Fences. Couple songs, all-time classics. The Thunder Rolls, a.k.a. And the Thunder Rolls. Bow, 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 and the lightning. I said I wasn't going to sing, and then that happened. Other song that I recognize on here is Friends in Low Places. Well, I got friends in low places. Fun songs. Fun. Back when country was country. I do not like new country, so anyone trying to come at me and give me free country albums from the last 15, 20 years, I don't want them. Garth Brooks, awesome dude. I think, is he? Maybe he's not. He went on a weird, changed his name, and I don't know. He got too famous and had too much money, but supposedly put on a great show. I think he's known for his live performances and that one video of the girl who keeps falling down doing hurdles. Anyway, but you know what? I'm a Garth Brooks fan. The guy knows how to put on a show. Haven't seen him live, just heard things, but I enjoy his hits. Number 10 is Sinead O'Connor. I Do Not Want This is the name of the album. Has one of my favorite songs of all time, Nothing Compares to You. Last Day of Our Acquaintance. The others I'm not going to recognize. But solid album. I never really listened to it. I just knew the single. But, whew. Sinead O'Connor, if you don't know her, also R.I.P. to that one. Gosh, so many R.I.P.s in music. She famously, I think, lit the Pope's picture on fire when she was on SNL and did something like that, and it was rough. She shaved her head. She seems like a pretty awesome person, or was. I don't really know too much about her, but it seemed like she had a huge hit, and then she was kind of like, peace out, and just going to do her own thing. I think she maybe made one or two after this, but I want to say she's Scottish, as am I. So we probably would have been friends if we'd grown up in the... Anyway. Number 9 is The Sundays. Album is Reading, Writing, and Arithmetic. I really don't know how to spell arithmetic. It's either M-E or M-A. Ugh, neither looks right. So, this has a fun... This is a very... Oh, did I do... Let me see what I did. Okay, I did it the right way. Wait. Did I? I did. So, I'm a fan of this. I learned about this band from a message board I used to go to in late 90s, early 2000s. And I was on it for a while. It was a Pitchfork, which is a music review magazine. It was Pitchfork Media Smackdown, I think. PFMS was the what it was known as. And I never posted anything. I would just read and learn about things. Learn about Bitcoin from that thing. Didn't buy it. I probably should have. Anywho, one of the people in there really liked The Sundays, and this album, it's just really pretty. It's I don't know where they're from. Maybe jolly old England? Can we find out? All these band names are generic. Sundays band are from England, Bristol. I knew it. God, good. Favorite song on this is Here's Where the Story Ends. There's a song called I Kicked a Boy, which sounds fun. If you're into that kind of thing. But she's got a lovely voice. She goes, here's where the story ends. It's kind of like the Cranberries before the Cranberries. I just got a Willy Wonka vibe in my head. Moving on to number 8, we have the Pixies. The album is A Bossa Nova. And I didn't realize there were so many good songs on this one. So, rock music is on there. Valoria is a jam. Is She Weird is a fun one. Anna, don't remember that song. And then Dig for Fire. I was also late. I only knew about the Pixies because of Nirvana. Seemed like he always talked about him. He being Kurt Cobain. And then I knew of like some of the singles, but I really wasn't into music probably until like 96, 95, 96. So they were kind of done making all their best music by then. But it was the Fight Club soundtrack where they play Where's My Mind at the end. And I was just like, oh, so this is the Pixies. So I really just listened to their greatest hits forever. So I don't listen to their albums, so I really don't have any deep cuts. I'll listen to the singles and then occasionally discover something else. But I like this one. It is good. Number 7, are they British too? Let me just find out where this little band is from. The name of the band is Depeche Mode. What are they from? English. Wow. Honestly, like, these damn Brits, they really know how to write a song. Album is Violator. Has 2 absolute whompers. Whompers? Pammed. 2 songs, Personal Jesus and Enjoy the Silence. It doesn't really get better than that. It does, but those were just 2 insanely good songs. And Depeche Mode, again, one where I'm noticing a theme. Most of these bands, well, maybe not most, just the 2 recent ones. I never really listened to their albums because I just wasn't buying music when they came out. I got Depeche Mode's greatest hits when it came out, and I like that. So occasionally I'll discover something else, but for the most part, with some of these earlier bands, I'm a singles guy. I feel like that should be on a t-shirt. That would be I don't know, it feels like the worst catchphrase of like a bad TV show. You know me, I'm a singles guy. If I ever make a TV show about music, you'll know that catchphrase. Okay, Brook, know when to fold them. Number 6 is Nick Cave, I believe, and the Bad Seeds. Album is The Good Son. Favorite song is The Good Son. The Good Son. And the ship song, he is from Australia. That much I know. Huge fan of this band. I've talked about them on my top 100 thing that I did. I just think he's really cool, really authentic, artsy. I don't know how long they've been making music, for like 40 years. Seems like a long time. I would love to see them live. I think he's just got some really cool energy, and I watched a documentary, which I've already told that story about. I don't really have too much to add. The Good Son is probably not on my top 5 to 6 albums from Nick Cave. I don't really know where it's placed, but it's number 6 on here, which tells you more about 1990 than it does about old Nick Cave. All right, now we're getting into some that I really was into. So number 5 is Jane's Addiction, otherwise known as Juana's Addiction. Album is Ritual de la Habitual, and no, it wasn't this one. I think the other one had the boobies on it, on the cover. Anywho, favorite songs on this one are Stop, ! Been Caught Stealing, of course, and Classic Girl. This one I really like. I thought it would be high. Maybe it was higher. Maybe it was lower. I don't know. I moved this one around because it was definitely... I listened to this... Nobody likes to hear somebody yawn and talk. Tom? I listened to this one a lot more, I would say, 20 to 25 years ago. Or maybe more, 30 years ago. It'll still, like, when I hear the dogs barking and Been Caught Stealing, or Honestly, Stop has probably turned into one of my favorite songs on the album. It's just it has, it's fun when it comes on. It's a good surprise. And then, like, that was a continuation of thought. Lead singer Perry Farrell, skinny. I keep seeing him, like, freaking out at a bandmate in some Instagram video. And it happened, like, a long time ago. But I don't know why. I think Dave Navarro's in the band, who went on to play in Red Hot Chili Peppers. Perry Farrell, weird guy. Weird guy. But, he's also in a band called Porno for Pyros that had a good song. Seems like did a lot of drugs, very skinny. They feel like a California band, but I honestly don't know. All right, that's enough. Number 4, Yo La Tango. Album is Fake Book, which this came out before Facebook, so, pretty cool. I think this is an album of cover songs, and I could be right, but I also could be wrong. But I really like almost every song. Can't forget Griselda, Here Comes My Baby, Speeding Motorcycle, which goes, Speeding Motorcycle. Andalusia, which goes, Andalusia, when can I see you? What Can I Say? Okay. And then Did I Tell You? There's more. I'm starting to realize naming all these songs that nobody's heard of isn't the most. But if you're listening and downloading the thing at the same time, who knows? I'm sure there's someone out there, right? Right? And then the knock was on the door. I don't think I said that correctly. But Yo La Tango, one of my favorite bands. I enjoy I enjoy most of their work. Again, when they get like real, like crunchy guitars, I'm not really a fan of that from them. I think they are great when they're just playing like low-key music. They just excel at it. I've already told the story about their whole Seinfeld tour that they did, so I won't go into that. We're sticking to the albums. All right, number 3, Mazzy Star. The album is She Hangs Brightly. Favorite songs that I'm not even going to name these because I don't know the songs. I probably should have. No, I considered moving this one down, and I'm like, no. I am so Hope Sandoval is the lead singer of this band, and I think I've gone on record as saying she has the sexiest voice I've just ever heard from a singer. It's just, there's no beating it. Awkward pause. Anywho, I can't get that joke out of my head. So, don't need to pause and just, no, guys, if that's what you're thinking, come on. Hey. So Mazzy Star, I'm just such a fan of her. She's got, so the movie, Shuckleberry Finn. High Fidelity with John Cusack and I think Zoe somebody's like Lenny Kravitz's daughter or something, or his wife. I don't know, guys. But he like romances over this person, John Cusack's character does, and he's like hangs on her every word, and she's just so mysterious and like blah blah blah. And I think it's Zoe. I honestly should probably look it up. Let's just look it up. We've looked up some other things. High Fidelity cast. Learn how to type. Learn how to type. Why don't you? Lisa Bonet. I was so far off. I think she's from The Cosby Show, but she's got, oh no, I didn't bring the water over. And I'm feeling parched. Anyway, watch, this is a little crossover episode. Watch High Fidelity, which is a fantastic movie. Came out in the year 2000. It will be talked about on the pod. And Lisa Bonet's character kind of reminds me of Mazzy Star's Hope Sandoval, which is also a cool name. I think Let's just Google Hope Sandal. I know she's not American. Wait, damn it. Literally says American singer-songwriter. She's something else, though. What can we learn about her? Born in 1966. Cougar Town. She was on Massive Attack album, Jesus Mary Chain. Pretty sure she was on a Chemical Brothers album. Maybe I should do this on my own time, but I thought I could learn about her personal life. She lives in California. That's something. Okay. I thought it was going to tell me, like, where she was born, but... there we go. She was born to Mexican-American parents. So, there you go. But, man, she's got the it factor. I probably spent way too much time talking about her. All right. Number 2 is, I think I'm going to say it's Cocteau Twins. Never said this out loud. Cocteau Twins. Cocteau. Let's see you do it, brah. Album is Heaven or Las Vegas. This is very good. Songs, Cherry Colored Funk is great. Heaven or Las Vegas, name of the title. 50-50 Clown. This whole album is just, I don't even know where to put it. How did you classify that band? What's the name of them? Cocteau Twins. Again, you know what? This might be shoegaze. Am I a shoegaze fan? Scottish. Another Scot. It just says rock band. Well, okay. Okay, Internet. You win again. Gothic rock and dream pop group. That seems more accurate. That's how you would describe them, I guess. Mix of gothic and dream pop. But just like really pretty and really dense music. Yeah, I don't even know how to describe it. Just like waves. It's very dense music. I'm going to stick with that. All right, moving on to number 1. A drum roll, please. A drum. It's just me. Another one where I don't know how to pronounce it. It's either Fugazi or Fugazi. I really want to say Fugazi, but I think it's probably Fugazi. But I like saying Fugazi more. Anyway, album is Repeater. I think it's their first, but I might not be right. Songs, Turnover, Repeater, Merchandise, It Keeps Us Aligned, Blueprint, Sea-Fisted Fun, Greed, 2 beats off. That's a terrible way to end that. But I learned about this band, kind of was just told, I think it's Ian Mackay. Gosh, so many names that don't know how to pronounce. I love this album. I've been listening to it for a long time. Over 25 years. I don't really know when I got it. Probably in the 90s at some point. But when I started learning, my friend Lars kind of woke me up and was like, hey, there's other music than what's on the radio. And I was like, huh? What? So I really, when I get into something, so I really got into music, I was reading Rolling Stone and Spin and blah, blah, blah. But even that doesn't really touch, it's still, you're not getting into like the super underground stuff. But, whatever, let's just say Fugazi. I really got into them. I say I really got into them. This album is incredible. And they had another album that came out like 10 years later. Oh, wait. Sorry, this is 1990. 30 years later? Wait, let's see. That's impressive. It's impressive for a punk band. Fugazi discography. 2001. Okay, I was off. So 2001 is The Argument, and that album is almost perfect. It's very, very good. That's a long time for a punk band to stick around. And they were like, I want to say they were straight edge. Not 100% sure, but love, love, love the album. Listened to it a million times, and you should too. And I think it made my top 100, as did... Nope, that's the only one on here. Okay. So most listened, not a huge surprise, Fugazi, Repeater, because I just said, we're on to the categories. I should have told you. Most listened to is Fugazi, Repeater. Ironic that I repeated it. Ironic, yes. Funny, no. It wasn't. But I appreciate you trying. The Audible Pump Award, which immediately I realized I should change that because it sounds questionable. I put Fugazi Repeater on that one as well. Audible Pump, gosh, what the hell was I thinking? Audible, I just keep saying it. Maybe I'll keep it. The Audible Pump Award, which nobody wants to win. Meat Beat Manifesto is the name of an artist. Anyway, so Audible, it's just funny at this point. I'll say it again because I can't not say it. Audible Pump Award is intended for, like, this is a great gym album to listen to in the gym while you're pumping iron, or whatever. And this one is probably close to it, every song is on my workout playlist. By the way, if anyone wants to listen to my workout playlist, just let me know. It's on Spotify. Okay. The Freak Off Award is, this is music you play to get down to business. Now, I just finished saying how sexy old Mazzy Star is, so obviously that is the one that won the award. Also, I've done, I think I said, I've done 3 or 4 of these so far, at least written them out, and this is the only one where I put, one selection, so I'm going to try to stick to that. Also, 1990 was just rough. So you might hear me give, a few nominations and then maybe pick one. But right now, Freak Off, Mazzy Star was it. Street Fighter, this, again, I just was trying to come up with categories. So Street Fighter means, this is, if I was to just get in a fight, I'm putting this on, and I'm just going to start swanging. I put Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted. Seems like a great song or album to fight to. I also put Ween, their album God, Ween, Satan. This has this was on my top 15 initially, and then I'm like, I don't think this album's good. So there's the first track is called You Effed Up, and it is hilarious, and I love it. And it's on my workout playlist, but I think there's maybe one other song, and the rest of it's just too crunchy, and it's too crunchy. Run Forest Run. These are great songs to run to if you're into that kind of thing. So I put Fugazi Repeater for sprints, and then Jane's Addiction for a long run. Yeah, most of these, I've made running playlists, and I shouldn't say used to. I've kind of I don't really run that much anymore, so my running mix just combined with my workout mix, and they're all just jumbled in there together. Jambalaya. And, but you need something with some kind of beat or whatever, because you just don't want your mind to start wandering. Maybe you do if you're really in the zone, but I'm usually not, because I used to do sprints. Am I talking too much about the running stuff? Best dinner music, which is, hey, you're having dinner? Why don't you pop on an album? I put The Sundays, Reading, Writing, and Arithmetic, because it's just nice. It's nice background. She has a nice voice. It's just like, la 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 la. Dance, Mother Freaker Dance is a Violent Femmes song, and also the name of our next category. I put MC Hammer. Please, Hammer, don't hurt him. The dances aren't all that popular anymore, but back in the day, look out. Hammer Pants. Party Animal Award goes to the Happy Mondays, Pills and Thrills and Bellyaches. Anytime you're just blatantly mentioning drugs in your album title, it's going to be a nominee for Party Animal. My Late Night Early Morning, which is basically what I listen to these days, I put Mark Lanigan, The Winding Sheet. That voice is so soothing. And let's add Mazzy Star. Hello. 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 Long Drive with Nothing to Think About. Oh, wait. I thought I'm either stealing it or I'm borrowing it from Modest Mouse. That's the name of one of their albums, I believe. But I might have I don't know. Anyway. I put YOLO Tango, Fake Book, and I'm sort of regretting that. Why did I do that? Oh, I did that because a lot of those songs are just like very sing-alongy. Sing-alongy? Maybe Jane's Addiction, but I would say definitely, yeah, Cocteau Twins is just going to be like, I'm in my feels. Yeah, I'm going to stick with it. Fake Book. And especially if you see a motorcycle, you're going to say, speeding motorcycle, won't you take me? Forever in the Queue, stole this from myself for the movies. These are albums that I've kind of always been meaning to listen to and just either didn't have, especially back in the day, wasn't going to spend the money. And now I'm like, I'd rather listen to a podcast. So I put The Laws self-titled album. I think they had a popular song. Let's find out. The Laws. Did they? What do you know? A British band. Oh, There She Goes. I've heard it's good, but I just never gave it a try. And then Happy Mondays, Pills and Thrills. I listened to a touch of it for this thing, and I was like, it's not bad, but it was just before my time. All right. Most likely to get pushed on deaf ears. This is... So this is like something I'm kind of known for doing this. Like, oh, you like this? You should listen to this. Or, wow, your music taste is shite. You should listen to this. So for me, it'd probably be Fugazi, Repeater. Just if somebody's like, I like Blink-182, I'd be like, shut up, listen to this if you want to hear real punk. And then I'd say punk at the end. Double punk. My top 5 singles. This was the fun part. So my top 5 singles. Wait, you know what? Let's not do that. I'll rearrange the order. We're gonna the next category. Just remind me to go back. The next category is Cream. Cash Rules Everything Around Me. Shout out Wu-Tang. These are the top 5 selling albums of the year. So we've got Madonna, the Immaculate Collection, I think his greatest hits, 30 milli. Not bad. New Kids on the Block, gross, 20 million. I did not go to their concert. Oh, wait, I did go to the concert, but I protested it. I didn't want to go by wearing a wrestling shirt. Yeah, I guess you could say I've always been punk rock. Number 3, Garth Brooks, No Fences, 18.7 million. Wowzers. MC Hammer is number 4. Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him, 18 million. Pretty sure he's broke. And then Mariah Carey, self-titled, I think, debut, 15 million. Way to get out and, way to start a career, Mariah. Top 5 singles of the year. I don't know how they did this, but it's just Billboard's top 5. It's Wilson Phillips, Hold On. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I don't know what song that is. Number 2 is Roxette, It Must Have Been Love. That one I know. It must have been love. Could really use that water now. Number 3, Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares to You. Love it. Number 4, Belle Biv DeVoe, Poison. I'm pretty sure that's the song. And then number 5 is Madonna, Vogue, which I used for one of my Instagram videos for Sophie once. Vogue, 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 Vogue. I've got a He's Just Not That Into You category. I thought it was funny. I put these are albums that I've either listened and didn't care for it, or you know what? I think that's what it is, because I've already got Forever in the Queue. So, I put Public Enemy, Fear of a Black Planet. It's just like old school rap, which I'm not a fan of. Sorry. It's just not my thing. Give me some Mos Def. Give me some backpack rap. Some, I forgot what they call it. But, give me some DMX. I can't get into like, I don't even know if that's how they sound. But Public Enemy is like one of those artists. They're always talked about with such reverence, and it just does nothing for me. I think Chuck D's in there. Like, I know they were like the forefront of rap kind of thing, but I'm just, it ain't for me, playa. It ain't for me. My top 5 singles that I chose. Sinead O'Connor, number 1, Nothing Compares to You. And nothing compares to that song either. Womp, womp. Number 2, I put Depeche Mode, Enjoy the Silence. That thing is awesome. I think that's the all I ever wanted, all I ever needed was you. Somebody should cover that. Like Britney Spears. That'd be an amazing Britney Spears song. Okay. Number 3, Sundays, Here's Where the Story Ends. I think I already attempted to sing that song. We don't need to go back. Yola Tango, number 4, Andalusia. I also did that one. And then number 5, Fugazi, Merchandise. Great song. Honestly, you could have just done any of them. I probably picked the wrong Fugazi song, but I do enjoy Merchandise. And that's it. That's how many? 40 minutes. Oh, man. That's like a nice little, it's the length of a good album. Okay, we're going to wrap it up. And I'm not going to do back-to-back. But now I have 3 pods. I've got my interview pods. I've got my movie pods. I've got my music pods. Also, whoever wants to be interviewed, let a brother know. I am here. I am available. I am sometimes funny. Usually accommodating. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for listening. Bye.